Hey, what's up, everybody? This is.
TaijhTV.
Welcome to episode 120. Kanye West. In the news, some say he's been wilding out. I say he's speaking and living his truth. Quite frankly, he might be living our truth as Black Americans. This is the pain that Black Americans feel. Even as a billionaire, Kanye still feels this type of pain, just on a whole different level. But I named the title of this episode, and Kanye West, yay, I trust. I think Kanye's onto something. Now, I know a lot of my Jewish friends, I know that they believed he was being anti-Semitic. I don't believe so. I think he was bringing himself on the same level as them, and a lot of them do not like it. It's the same thing with Ice Cube. Same thing with many other billionaire Black Americans. Jay-Z just had to sell his shares of Duce, his alcohol. He had to get the fuck out of there. He said he got lowballed by Jewish people. There has been a long-going conflict with the Black Americans and the Jewish crowd. It's no secret. The only secret is no one talks about it. But I am going to play you video of Kanye West, and I am going to give you my perspective on the whole situation. All right, let's begin.
Down. I want Jewish children to look at their daddy and say, why is Jay mad at us? I want all the kids that love my shoes and love my songs to say, why is Jay mad? What have you done to his people, to the darker Jews, to our brothers that has Jay speaking up, that had Nick Cannon speaking up, that Ice Cube speaking up? What'd you say?
Would you say blacks is Jews?
Blacks are Jews also.
We gotta say we love Jewish people then. We love Jewish people.
Did you hear what Kanye said? Blacks are Jews also. He didn't say blacks were the only Jews. I mean, it's a fact that there's Jews all around this world that are darker and complex. But that statement has many Orthodox Jews upset. Your Vlad TVs of the world, your Ben Shapiro's of the world. Now, me and Ben Shapiro agree on a lot of things, but this, I'm going to disagree with you on, Ben. I think we'll get to Ben in a second. Let Kanye finish.
We got great. I love Jewish
Okay,
people.
so I'm gonna be like
My homie's a Nicaraguan Jew. His dad came from Poland, escaped the Holocaust, and his mom is Nicaraguan. He would be like, I don't know what's going on.
And by the way, we haven't escaped the Holocaust. We still in it. Plan B, Planned Parenthood. We are still in the Holocaust. Even the information put in our music, the toxicity put in our music, is nothing promoting the idea of a king taking care of a queen and then taking care of the future kings and the future queens. It's just us talking about killing each other and Jewish people getting paid off of it. So I could be like a parent that I got a belt. So it's like, bow, I love you, but bow. It's I love you, but it's still up. It's up until we get it fixed.
And that's really what it is. You can love someone, you can love a group of people, but you still should address your concerns with that group of people. Now, in his way, he said bow, like he was whipping them with a belt, like he was spanking them like a mother spanks their child. The mother still loves the child, but the mother has to discipline and sometimes object to the child's behavior. I didn't see nothing wrong with that. That's a man speaking his truth. Salute to Kanye. Oh, we're not done.
I just want the family back together.
You're going to hear Kanye talk about how he feels Jewish people ruined his marriage and how Jewish people turn a billionaire woman. Kim Kardashian is a fucking billionaire. Kanye's a billionaire, but Kim is also a billionaire. He's stated plenty of times how Kim shouldn't be shaking her ass, walking around here looking skimpy. A mother of four, A 40, I think she's 40, in her 40s or close to being in her 40s. A 40-year-old woman dressing, being a whore, saying whore things. You don't think of Kim K, the billionaire, as a billionaire. You know, you think of Kim K getting backshotted by Ray J, getting long dicked by this drug addict that she was just with. Listen to Kanye. He's a concerned father. Listen to him.
Right. Kim is a Christian. On TMZ, I just saw yesterday, they said Pete Davidson and Kim have sex by the fireplace to honor their grandmother. It's Jewish Zionists that's about that life, that's telling this Christian woman that has 4 black children to put that out as a message in the media. So when I drive by and I see the Hulu ads and I say the JP Chase Morgan ads, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, the devil is a defeated foe. You can't poison me. And by the way, y'all already fuck with me so much. Y'all already black mirrored me. You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends. Because when I was on TV, on Instagram saying, I don't know where my child is, and the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in...
Kanye speaking his truth. I can't be mad at Kanye for speaking his truth. He thinks those people, the Jewish community who run media, who run Hollywood, who run society, you can say they don't all you fucking want. The facts of the matter is, behind each check is a Jewish name. Behind each check is a Jewish name. Kanye's years beyond the average black folk in America. So you guys are seeing this at eye level. This shit is deeper than eye level. This is the salvation of black Americans in this new industrial revolution. Many of you black Americans will remain poor, will remain uneducated, and will remain in the sunken state. The same state that you believe he's in. Crazy individuals don't make it to be billionaires. Crazy individuals do not make it to be billionaires. Serial killers, they are legitly crazy, legitly insane. Have you met a billionaire serial killer? Have you heard the story of a billionaire serial killer? No. Crazy motherfuckers do not make this level in society that Kanye has achieved. But the Jewish community, all up in an uproar over what Kanye's saying. Let's recap what he said. The blacks are Jews as well. Black Americans are Jews as well, which that's a fact. Jewish people ruined his marriage, ruined his friendships. Possibly a fact. I mean, he would know his own life. And the black Jewish Holocaust with Planned Parenthood is still happening. Some can argue that's a fact. Black Americans die the most from abortions created by a Jewish woman. That's a fact. Nothing here that he's saying is incorrect. But so many Negroes have a problem with Kanye. So many Negroes want to be slaves. They want to be slaves so much that they argue about who's the house nigga and who's the field nigga. You niggas is crazy. You niggas baffle me. And that's why you will always remain a nigga. There's nothing wrong with Kanye, with what he's saying. There's wrong with the reaction from his community, people that look like him, people that grew up with him. There's something wrong with them and not understanding him, not trying to understand him. Let's listen to Kanye talk about that said community, black people.
I need my 4 stadiums back. The 78 media outlets that call me abuser when I was trying to get that heroin addict away from my kids that was tattooing my kids' names on them, Skeet, Pete Davidson, they popping up. You know what I'm saying? It's like they, Trevor Noah, not even from America. He just looked black, right?
He's hitting you with facts. Trevor Noah, I believe he's from South Africa, half white, half black. Trevor Noah might be half Jew. I'm not 100% on this. But his white father might be a Jewish man. But I'm not 100% in this. You see, it's all good when Jewish people take care of each other. It's all good when Jewish people run society. Every mechanism on how society works, they run, they control. That's all good. But as soon as one black man speaks up, then there's a social problem with the black man. This throughout this country has been the fucking issue. Whenever black men stand up, it's always a fucking problem. This is why I will not be supporting Black Panther 2, because I know that they're going to put a black woman as the king and she might be a lesbian. I won't support that bullshit. They always find a way to make the black man sound crazy.
Gonna say, yo, Kim, it's gonna get dangerous. So they putting all that he crazy. He's so OJ. My N.O.R.E just want the family back together. I just want the family back together. Kim is a Christian. On TMZ, I just saw yesterday, they said Pete Davidson and Kim have sex by the fireplace to honor their grandma.
I'm going to fast forward a little bit. We
just out as a message in the media. So when I drive by and I see the Hulu ads and I say the JP Chase Morgan ads, I'm going to let y'all know right now, the devil is a defeated foe. You can't poison me. And by the way, y'all done already fuck with me so much. Y'all already black mirrored me. You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends, because when I was on TV, on Instagram saying, I don't know where my child is, and the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in public, and I didn't have the address of my child, none of these niggas that want to say something
Travis
now.
gave you the address, though, right?
Travis gave me the address. Right. But as far as
Travis Scott, known to be a real one. Salute to you, Travis Scott.
Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who, because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fucking fed.
I've been told you niggas that Meek Mill might have been a fed. Go back in my earlier videos a year, 2 years ago. I've been talked about him being a fed. Don't nobody get sweet deals. Ain't nothing free. The fuck? Ain't nothing free out here. You at the Robert Kraft wedding, performing for billionaires. You're the monkey in the box. Many of you know that once he was free, he signed with Rock Management, under the Rock Management. The woman who runs Rock Nation is a known fed. Look it up. Look it up. She's a known fed. So many of this I do believe from Kanye about Meek Mill. Meek Mill might be a fucking fed. And I know your favorite rapper, you don't want to hear about that. But that nigga got bodied by a singing nigga. I don't believe nothing Meek says. I'm going to be honest. I ain't never seen Kanye get bodied by anybody.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're going to go pull my co-car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the fuck up about Michael.
Right.
I'm Michael now.
Right,
Every Michael you can think of.
Right.
But
I believe it. Blacks ain't got that power. Blacks ain't got that power to be releasing blacks. Many of you think Jay-Z is changing laws? You think Meek Mill's changing laws? You think Kim K's getting niggas out of jail? No, the relationship was with Kanye that Trump had, not with Kim. Kanye put that shit out there. Kim is a goddamn Democrat. She's tight with Hillary. You think Trump was listening to that bimbo? Get the fuck out of here. Many of you live in the sunken state, and you love it. Many of you love this shit. This is why you'll get left behind. But let's listen to Kanye speak about the industry when it comes to the Jewish control, the Jewish executives, the Jewish record label owners. Listen to Kanye talk about it and watch. Hear what he says. This is an example for you fucking coons out there. You niggas fighting for the house and the field. This is for you, so you can understand it.
Talk about the chakras. Remember I talked about Rick Rubin? I talked about the 808.
The chakras is real.
Now, I'm gonna say some anti-Semitic shit. I'ma fuck your bitch. I'ma kill this nigga. I'ma fuck your bitch. I'ma kill.
Did you catch what he said there? I'm gonna say some anti-Semitic shit. I'm gonna fuck your bitch. I'ma kill this nigga. Think about it. Think what he's saying to you. He's again saying that we are Jews. We as the Black Americans. We, as many of us have stated already, are Jews as well. I don't want to say we are the real Jews, the only Jews, but we are part of the 12 tribes. We are the real Jewish people. But listen, let's continue to listen to Kanye. He makes perfect fucking sense to me.
Kill this nigga. I'ma fuck your bitch. I'ma kill this nigga. I'ma fuck your bitch. I'ma kill this nigga. That's the real anti-Semitic shit that the Jewish people get paid off of.
I don't know what's this opioid thing, man.
Well, being a crackhead wasn't cool back then. Being a crackhead wasn't cool. Now they seem like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup and
it's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me.
Did you hear how he got mad? I already answered that question. You wasn't paying attention, nigga. Yeah, I threw the nigga on there. Forgive me. I threw the nigga in there. But that's what I felt like. That's what I felt like. Kanye's known to let a white man stomp all over him. Or not Kanye, Charlemagne, I should say. Charlemagne the God. Joe Biden tells him in his face, you don't vote for me, you're not black. What is this, Rick Rubin? Fucking tells him, I already told you the answer to this.
Talent or issues. And I said talent. But I have to, I can't give up on people.
Talent over issues. And he prefers talent. You heard it from him. Someone in control in the music business over black contracts, over white contracts, over Hispanic contracts. He doesn't give a fuck if you're a crackhead, if you're a fentanyl addict. No, he doesn't give a fuck about that. All he gives a fuck is the greenbacks, the money that your talent produces. So was Kanye lying? Was Kanye lying? Again, I believe Kanye. And Kanye, I trust. Many of y'all don't understand that. This is him again.
I talked to Q because Q been labeled an anti-Semite. First of all, we are Semite. We Jew. So I can't be anti-Semite.
Right.
First of all.
I believe that. I can't be against Jews. I am one. But whenever you speak up and you talk this talk, you talk that common sense shit, you talk that some would say real shit, there's always pushback. There's always pushback. Listen to Kanye talk about JP Morgan treating him like shit.
You know what I'm saying? JP Morgan, I put $140 million into JP Morgan and they treated me like shit. So if JP Morgan Chase is treating me like that, how they treating the rest of y'all?
That's outrageous, yeah.
And this murderers with Chase accounts.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I am outraged. By the time people always, they want to calm it down.
Because no matter what, you didn't break no law.
I didn't break a law.
No matter
I didn't
what,
break a law.
The bank shouldn't be a judge or jury on anything.
The bank shouldn't be the judge and jury. No. The Jewish CEOs, CCOs, the Jewish elite should not be the judge and jury, but they are. And we have been, for the most part, pretty cool with that. They've been firm, fair, and consistent with us, right? No, whenever you speak out, he's referenced Cube a lot, Ice Cube. Ice Cube has talked about how networks don't want another Friday. They shot down every script he's written for it. He's talked about how the Jews don't want him to succeed with that. And now Ice Cube claims the NBA, ESPN are doing everything in their power to ignore or destroy his Big Three league. Go look at the commissioner of the NBA. It's a Jewish man. Go look at the CEO of ESPN, Disney, Jewish man. So tell me again how much power Jews do not have. It's remarkable how people will turn a blind eye to the fact. Listen to Ben Shapiro, a Jewish man himself, get livid over what Kanye has said. Oh, it's anti-Semitic.
Addison says, what are your thoughts about Kanye West? I mean, I've made my thoughts about Kanye West pretty clear. I mean, what he said is anti-Semitic. There's no question about it. I mean, what he said is pure, rote anti-Semitism, whether he is talking about DEFCON 3 to Jewish people, whether he's talking about blacks are the real Jews. I mean, this is all
You see, the real Ben Shapiro stepped out. We know when Kanye said something about DEFCON 3, he was using it as a, what would you say, like an analogy or whatever it was. He's an artist. He fucking writes rhymes and shit, songs and shit. That's like what he's done for the last 30 fucking years. Like he talks in hooks and shit. You know, he's always talking as if he's writing music. Everyone understands that, Ben Shapiro. You little fuck. But your real fucking problem was that he said that he was a Jew. You clearly stated that. And he didn't say blacks were the real Jews. He said blacks were Jews also. No, your problem is that he put a black man on the side of a Jewish person. He leveled it out. He made this a level playing field. That's your problem. You have the attitude of Jews of a past. Listen to these Jewish men, Ben Shapiro, because this is how your attitude is, and you might believe the same shit they do. I want everyone who's watching TaijhTV listen to these Jews and how they think of everybody. The non-Jews, God made them so they will serve the Jews. These Jews believe everyone else was created by God to serve them. This is why they're in positions of power. This is why they're in positions of power. Because we serve them. And again, it's been factual for hundreds of fucking years. So Ben Shapiro getting on his podcast saying that this is unequivocally false. No, Ben. It's just eyes are open now. The internet's a powerful thing. We see it more than ever. Something that was hidden so well for centuries. It's now brought into the light. That's what it is, Ben. I want you guys to continue to listen to these Jewish men and how they speak on everyone else. All the non-Jews around the world, the billions, they exist just for the Jews' benefit. We don't see it, so we don't know exactly. Hold on. Today we still in exile. So automatically they don't yet serve us completely. Only partially. Each one of us will have.
Okay.
When the Messiah will come, each one of us will have. How many? Thousands, hundreds. 2,800 slaves. These men are talking about once the Messiah comes, they will have 2,800 slaves. Now you wonder why, or you shouldn't wonder why, Ben Shapiro is upset. He wants more slaves for himself. For his people. Not for anyone else. Not for someone who thinks they're a Jew. I find it crazy how society will accept a black man transitioning to a woman, but won't accept a black man who says he's a Jew. In the meantime, the Messiah is not here. So how do they serve us now? They build us cars. We don't know. Apartments, buildings. They do everything. Who did they build for? They serve the Jews. There are also Jews that do the work. Hardly any.
I'll ask in English. Do you believe that the Gentiles, the Goyim, will one day become the slaves of the Jews?
It's not a belief. It's part of the Torah.
I think a Jew is a little more. Of course, I will have a big preference to help the Jews over the non-Jew. Why? Because the Jew is my brother. I don't have to play all of it. This is how Jews see themselves. This is how they're taught from birth. So you're worried about the KKK. You're worried about the Black Panthers. The Jews have all the power. And they're brought up from birth thinking this ideology. That Ben Shapiro is mad that Kanye is now thinking like this. Kanye's no dummy, man. Listen to Kanye talk about Biden, which I've stated what the fuck is happening over there in the Ukraine, which we just announced another $50 billion is going to the Ukraine. Another 1.4 billion euros is going to the Ukraine. These politicians are cleaning their money. They're out of there. Liz Truss resigned. She only had 44 days in office as the prime minister of UK. She resigned. All these politicians in America are resigning. No, it's not over. They're about to come out of this stinking fucking rich. Don't think it's over. But listen to Kanye.
Spill over into a nuclear war? We don't know. It could be World War III.
Biden got money in Ukraine. You understand
we
that,
know
right?
that it's nefarious what's going on.
You understand Biden has money in Ukraine.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Did you hear N.O.R.E? What's going on?
So
what is Kanye? What is Ye doing?
And that's out of being selfish, right? You know what I'm saying? I'd be fine to not have any money whatsoever and be able to make the monasteries. That is my main focus, is the monasteries.
But you fuck with Putin back in the days.
Absolutely. And Putin would love a monastery also. He's an Orthodox Christian, right? So
there's a war happening. I don't know if it's Jewish against Christianity, Muslim, Jewish against Christianity, Jews on Jews, Christians on Christians, Muslim on Muslim. I don't know, but there is a motherfucking war happening that is spiritual around this bitch. There's an awakening a force that is sweeping this world. Is the Messiah coming? I don't know. Probably. I don't know. But I do know that something is happening. Something biblical is happening. Kanye don't just go on here and start talking shit on Jews. That's not what Kanye does. He rambles about crazy shit with politics. Now, he was given permission to do that. But from who? Who's backing Kanye? But if you don't believe Kanye, just look at the facts. Biden government officials not invited to Saudi investment forum after they just asked them for more oil and to give them oil for cheaper prices, and the Saudis said no. Here's another fact of the corruption of America. BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, says that Saudi Arabia has expressed its desire to join the BRICS nations. It's over for the American dynasty. It's over. I told you this. And that's because of the greed, the corruption. But here is where I get upset at niggas. 2 blunts behind the ear. Noriega has to be pushing almost 50. He apologizes for Kanye West's interview. Why do niggas have to apologize? Don't y'all get tired of being the victims? Don't y'all get tired of being the chair that everyone sits on? Why do you always have to apologize?
I should have my own show. So this started from there. Now with Ye, I have a relationship with Ye. When he was going through.
Now listen, he's on the Ebro show that has Rosenberg, a Jew, there, so I'm sure he doesn't want to ruffle no feathers, or he ain't gonna get no play in Revolt, and Revolt would fucking fire him because Drink Champs is signed under Revolt. So I'm sure if he didn't apologize, he would have got fired. But why doesn't he stand on his own too? This nigga says he's gangster. He says he's a field nigga. Why's he apologizing for?
A lot of the things that he was going through, he would call me and he would actually listen to me and take my advice. So I felt I could control the situation. I felt that I could control the interview. And I've learned early on that I didn't. As a black man, I feel like I failed. As a human, I feel.
Wow. As a black man, I feel like I've failed. This nigga said as a black man, he failed. Oh my God. What is these niggas crying for? What are these niggas apologizing for? Because Jay was speaking the truth. As a black man, I apologize. This is why no one takes you niggas seriously. This is why Democrats, all they got to do is say they got a cookie for you and you'll vote for them. This is why Joe Biden says if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. This is why Joe Biden says all black people are monolithic in the way they vote. Because of niggas like you. This is why we don't get nowhere. Yeah, that shit pisses me off. Niggas always got to go apologizing for some shit they say. They can never have freedom of expression in this goddamn country. Niggas could never have anything in this fucking country without it being judged and taken for granted from other goddamn races. Niggas cry with niggas. When niggas say something about niggas. Kanye said some shit about George Floyd. Kanye said that George Floyd didn't die from the knee on his neck. He died from fentanyl. Toxicology report, it states that. He was just stating the facts. But But niggas got upset. I don't give a goddamn fuck about George Floyd. I'm telling you right now. I don't give a goddamn. The goddamn family's eating real well. They living good. Living real good. Now they trying to sue Kanye for $250 million for saying that shit. That the goddamn toxicology report states. That they said in court, under oath. If the knee to the back of the neck didn't kill him, the fentanyl did. That's out of their mouths on the stand. This apologizing attitude that Negroes have is why the Congressional Black Caucus can back a white Democrat over a black Republican. The Congressional Black Caucus shouldn't have a goddamn party affiliation. You niggas hate niggas more than anybody else. Oh. It gets to me. Oh, that gets to me. Niggas over here apologizing. Nigga, you had an epic interview. You didn't say that shit. The nigga who should be apologizing, Kanye. What were you apologizing for, N.O.R.E? Now, you got more money than me. You've made way better moves than I have in my life so far. So far. I'm a little younger than you, so I have plenty of time to make it happen. I just hate to see you, N.O.R.E, do that. And I know you're a strong man. I know you are. But I know you were told to fucking apologize. I hate to see that. I hate to see that, N.O.R.E. Truth Social CEO said he and Donald Trump like the fact that Kanye West is buying social media company Parler because free speech is absolutely necessary. How do white men get this and blacks don't? How do white men understand this? And they've had the freest of speeches since this motherfucker country was established. How do they understand this more than blacks? That's had their voice suppressed hundreds of fucking years. You see, what Kanye doing is very strategic. Kanye's a boss. Kanye knows that the fourth industrial revolution is coming. He says all this Jew shit, putting himself on the same level as Jews, which I said Jews were owners of shit, for himself to be an owner of the future. If you've been watching my show, social media will play a vital role in this fourth industrial revolution. When the jobs are gone because the robots took them, they're going to shove you in the metaverse. They're going to shove you in these social media apps. You will be living, working in these social media apps. You don't believe me? Look what Rolling Stone said about Kanye West. City of Gods? Question mark. Rolling off of his song, City of Gods. Kanye West wants to build his own MIDI city called the Ye Ecosystem. Come on now. Come on now. This is strategic, what Kanye's doing. Ownership gets you that Jew power. And there's nothing wrong with Jews having power. There's nothing wrong with blacks having power. There ain't nothing wrong with whites having power. I'm just tired of Negroes making the excuse for why they don't have power and trying to drag another Negro down. Kanye said this shit about a month ago or a couple weeks ago, and I knew he was up to something. But if you remember the infamous Kanye rant with him and Sway 10 years ago, when Sway was telling him, why don't you do this on your own, Kanye? And Kanye was adamant, it's not like that. No, man, you need backing, you need help, you need friends. 10 years later, Kanye saying, Sway was right. I should have just did it by myself. I'm going to do it by myself. See, this is the mentality. This is Do you remember when Drake and Kanye had those 2 albums? I think it was Donda and Certified Lover Boy come out at the same time. I gave my reaction on both those albums, and I said I liked Kanye's better because of the growth. This is the growth I was referring to. This exact growth of the black man having something in this fucking country. There's no fucking excuses. We can't use slavery as an excuse every fucking day. We can't use racism as an excuse every fucking day. We need to go out there and we need to go own some shit before we can't own nothing. World Economic Forum already told you that they don't want us owning shit. So you think any little bit of shit you own will be valuable. You have to think like that. Kanye's trying to build smart cities. Kanye's trying to build the goddamn digital world on Parler. This nigga is on a whole nother level of thinking, nigga.
Recently turned to the tool of Twitter to post the termination of his Yeezy brand collaboration with Gap as he remains in an ongoing legal battle with Adidas. How do you move forward now in the fashion industry when they're saying you can't even not only show Yeezy products, but anything bearing that likeness?
Oh, we got some new lawyers. We really had to level up.
Did you hear that? Oh, we got some new lawyers. He's telling you what it is. This was a month ago.
And show him who's the new boss in town.
He now plans to sell.
What did I call Kanye? A boss. He's showing him who's the boss in town.
The Yeezy brand directly to consumers, something he argued about with radio host Sway back in 2013.
Or why don't you empower yourself and don't need them and do it yourself?
How, Sway?
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man.
So Sway, almost 10 years ago, said, man, why don't you do it on your own? Was he right?
You know what? I will go ahead and say Sway had the answer.
When I look in that man's eyes, I just wonder what he has in store for the world. What contributions does he have in store? Oh, fun fact. Candace Owens, who supports Ye and what Ye is saying, the black woman, the conservative black woman, her husband is the one who is selling Parler to Kanye. So salute to Kanye, salute to Candace Owens, who's probably going to be the CEO of Parler, on making a business move. Thank you for tuning in to TaijhTV today. I hope you have been enlightened and entertained. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment. Let's get TaijhTV out there, man. I've been doing this motherfucker for what, 2 years, 3 years now? I'm still going, baby. I'll catch you guys later. Y'all have a fun weekend. Have a good night. Take care.